Welcome back. In this step, let's look at a few more puzzles and exercises related to strings. Let's say I have a simple string example, and let's say this is having a sentence. This is a great thing. What I would want to do is I would want to print each of the words which is present in this specific string on a individual line. So I would want to print this is a great thing on individual lines. So I'll have 5 lines with each of these words present in there. One of the clues I would leave you with is try and do string.example. And there are a huge range of methods which would come up if you do a tab. So if you do a string.example dot and press tab, there are a wide range of things that would come up. One of the methods in the list of things that you would see would help us to break this string into multiple things, and we can then loop around it and print it. That's the clue. Pause the video in here and try it as an exercise. Okay, I hope you had a chance to look at the different methods which are present in here. There are a wide range of things that are present, and the thing which we were really interested in is something called a split method. So if you do a string example.split, which is present in here, this is a great thing. So it's printing a list of values. This is a great thing. The great thing about a list of values is you can loop around it. So you can say for word in string example.split. I can press enter in here, and I would say print word. Or to do the output, it prints each of the words in an individual line. Let's say the string example in this case was this /n. This is /n is a new line character. It's an escape character, right? /n. String example. And if I do a print string example, what would happen? Oops, I actually by mistake removed the A. So this is a great thing. So let's do it again. You can see that each of the words is printed on individual lines. There is another method which is present in the string. So if I do string example, this the basic split method, as well as there is something called split lines. So what this split lines method does is it looks for /n, and it divides the string based on the /n. So based on the new line characters, it would split this string. So you can see that split lines would give you this is a great string. So if you have a string which contains new lines and you would want to divide it into a number of strings with each line as an individual element, the method you can use is split lines. The last thing which we'll look at is an operator called concatenation operator, or the operator plus. What is 1 plus 2? 3, right? This is what we did earlier. So what is string 1 plus string 2? It's actually a concatenation operator. What happens is 1 gets concatenated to 2. What happens if I do this? Think about it. What would happen? It says it's a type error. You cannot do a plus operator between two different types. So the important thing for you to remember is if you do plus between two strings, it is concatenation. It would concatenate the entire string. So if I do A, B, C plus D, E, F, the output would be A, B, C, D, E, F. One other interesting operator on strings is multiplication. So if I do a 1 into 20, what do you think will be the output? It's 20, right? However, if this was a string, what do you think will be the output? It would actually contain 20 ones. So if you multiply a string with 10 times, it means you are concatenating it 10 times. So you would see a string with 10 A's. So this can be a useful thing. If you'd want to repeat the same characters 10 times, 15 times, then you can just use the multiplication operator on a string to repeat that. The last thing which we'll look at in this video is comparing strings, right? So let's say I have a string with a value test, and I have another string 2 with a value test1. I want to check whether each of these strings are same. The way, will this work? Nope, this is assignment. The way you can check if both are same are str is equal to str2. So this returns false. However, if str2 was also having test, what would happen? This operator will return true. So you can use is equal to compare the content of two strings. I hope you are having an interesting time learning about the text and the string class in Python. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.